Hello everybody. Welcome back to the stream. I was supposed to be showing you something else than just a black background. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. There are some things I apparently haven't set up properly yet. I'm sorry. I'm gonna fix this right away. I should actually be visible on screen now. Sorry. I'm gonna leave you with a nice little starry background. There we go. There we go. Let me just get everything online. Right, well, slight delay in the stream today. I'm sorry about that. Some things I had to take care of last minute, just before. Really excited to be back into Starcraft II, and also mildly terrified is probably the word. I have played a few games, maybe like half a dozen or so games. Maybe a little more than that. I did that yesterday. And I think the day before that, and it's honestly... it's a lot of fun to be back in the game, but it's also it's also kind of terrifying. I'm reminded once again of all the good and all the bad things about that game. Like, I'm reminded of how how awesome it feels when you win, and like how absolutely atrocious it can feel when you lose in that game. How it can really feel like the game is complete and utter bullshit. When you lose, and how it can feel, super satisfying and fun when you win. Give me just one more second. I'm sorry about this little delay here. I'm gonna see, can we do this? There we go. Hello. You can see me now. Fantastic. Right. So, hello, everybody. Again, welcome to the stream. I'm about to jump into some games in just a moment. For those of you who haven't seen me play Starcraft II before, I'm going to give a little bit of background. It's the game that I've spent probably the most amount, like the highest amount of hours on ever. Like, I've never played another game as much as I've played Starcraft II. And I've played it on and off for something like 12 years since it came out in 2010, which is kind of insane. I've never gotten particularly good at it. I'm diamond rank, and I've been there for many years. And regardless of how many breaks I take from the game, when I come back, I'm usually able to stay in diamond without a problem. I'm gonna show you in game. Here we go. Okay, so this is my rank, and this is my my bonus pool. And for those of you who don't know how bonus pools work in StarCraft 2, this is basically some like extra points that you get when you're not playing for a while. So I got quite a few of these, which means that I'm going to change rank faster now that I'm playing. But this number isn't really important. The number that's actually important is this one, the MMR. This is the matchmaking ranking. This is the thing that actually matters. So this is what I'm hoping to keep over this line that is separating Diamond 3 from Platinum 1, where I don't want to go back to ever again. Okay, so is the volume of everything okay? Is the music okay? I'm just listening for the music here. I'm trying to listen on the stream. I think it seems okay. Let me know, please, if it's too loud or if it sounds too quiet. I think to me right now it sounds pretty good. Okay. Let's get started. I've stalled enough. It's time. It is pretty much an established term in StarCraft 2 that you have something called ladder anxiety, which is when you're scared to play, just because you're scared to lose, basically. Dr. Wormling is going to be the first opponent. He's going to play Zerg, or he, or she, or they, I don't know. But given that I haven't played much in like 9 months, I don't know these maps very well. So we'll see what I do. Berlingrad is the name of this map. There's a dog. I don't think I've played this map. I've played a few maps that I didn't recognize when I got back into the game now, just today and yesterday or whatever it was. Not today, it was yesterday. And this one is not one of them. I haven't seen this one. Product, product. Okay. So I had a couple of strategies that I used to play against Zerg back before I took my long break. And I don't know, like, how viable they still are. I was able to win a few games yesterday by doing some very old builds. So I think I'm going to stick with those and then go from there and see what happens. So I'm going to go for my... was a 3 Cyclone and Blue Flame Hellion opener that I used to do back in the day. And for those of you who have no idea what any of those words mean, don't worry, I will explain it as we go. Kind of the goal of this stream is sort of to just explain the game and showcase it. Oh, hey, Evie! Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the head pats. I'm gonna turn those on right way. I hope they're aligned properly. Hold up a second. Let's see. Yes, there we go. Ah. Wonderful. Ah, I feel so good. Thank you, thank you. And thank you so much for the snack. I'm going to wait until after the game to eat the snack. I'm going to get that after this game. But thank you so much. The Wolfie, yeah. Oh.
That's not enough minerals, man.
Okay. Better turn the head pads off now so I don't get too distracted. Let's see. I want to get that, and we need also this thing. An add-on. As long as snacks are consumed. Absolutely. We can't forget about the snacks. That's the most important part of any stream. I need a supply depot as well. There we go. Nice. So how are you doing, Evie? Oh, that's a very fast third base. Holy crap. Okay. This is going to be good for me, I think. I'm okay. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear. Glad to hear that. Okay, so we build that, and then we start one of these. And I think I can start 2 Marines. You go down here and start mining. Sleepy but need to stay up and saw your tweet. Now I can enjoy. Oh, well, I'm really glad to see you here. Just don't let me keep you up for too long. I was actually in the exact same position yesterday when I was gonna go to bed, and it was really late and I was very sleepy, and then I saw a streamer that was playing Starcraft, and I stayed to watch him. And he's a streamer he's a famous like commentator, a caster in the Starcraft community, and he is very analytical and like smart when it comes to casting, like commentating pro games. But he is the angriest man on the planet when it comes to actually streaming. Like he he has so much hate in his heart for the game when he's actually playing it. It's insane. It's kind of both comedy and horror to watch him actually. I might go lurk mode unexpectedly though, since I might need to get foodies and meds, etc. Ah, I see, I see. That's completely fine. Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't know why it is. Sometimes it's very... It's like when you see people play... A more mainstream example would be when you see people play like Jump King or Getting Over It or something like that, you know? And they get really angry and that can be very entertaining. I'm going to try to hide these units, by the way, so he doesn't see them. I'm going to try to be sneaky. But he's already seen my double factory, so I don't know how much that will help. This fucking game, God, I love it so much. Yeah, exactly. Whenever he's in interviews, he will talk about like, oh, I have so much passion for the game, I love it so much, and then like when he's playing it, he'll be like, oh, this is so stupid! How does this even work? Why is this even allowed? So it's I feel like anyone who's played like a competitive, very competitive, difficult game can sort of relate to that. Might get supply blocked a little bit here. Don't know. There we go. Okay, it's time to go to attack now. He's built a very early third base, which means that I should be able to hopefully punish that. Like, if he is allowed to get away with getting this base up, his economy is going to be really good. And I don't want that, so I'm going to try to attack him and try to punish that as soon as possible. Okay, he's got roaches out. That's bad for me. These units are good at countering what I have. I've also forgotten, I realize now, I've forgotten a certain upgrade that I need. I'm going to run all the way back home. We're going to have to run all the way back home with this, and we're going to get this upgrade. Okay, so we can't do much, like, damage right away now. Unfortunately, we're going to have to, like... Oh, hell. Okay, I just... might just have lost the game there. Okay, no, I'm going to live. But that was really bad. My attack didn't do anything. Bad start for me. My attack came too late, and I allowed him too much time to see what I was doing. So now he's going to have a really good economy, and it's going to be difficult for me to punish it because I don't have a lot of stuff to send out on the map. So I'm going to send this out. I'm not going to be able to do much damage, but I'm hopefully going to be able to prevent him from spreading this creep over the map. For those of you who don't know, the creep gives him a speed boost for all of his units. I really don't want him to have that, so let's grill these things. You can go in and kill some workers here, actually. Just a couple.
Research just finished up.
Now I have... now we have blue fire. Blue flame upgrade. Yeah, let's send these things in here. And we'll build more bases, and we're also going to need more of these. And an armory, and one of these, and another armory.
Need more gas for that.
Okay, so right now I'm a little worried that he's going to switch into flying units. He absolutely has, like, a lot of hidden stuff that I'm not allowed to see right now, I can tell. By how he's doesn't have anything, like, in his main base. Okay, so now I'm preventing him from mining gas, at least. So I'm just seeing Roachworn, okay. Doesn't seem to be a hell of a lot going on here. He actually missed that, that's funny. Okay, he's got spore crawlers, we gotta move. Move.
Hey.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna have to fly all the way around. Oh, maybe... Okay, yes, we have to fly all the way around. And we can build that. No, we can just float this out here, take a fourth base very fast.
Complete.
Standing by. Initiating.
And try to prevent him from taking his own fourth base. Okay, so here he's got stuff. He already has a fourth base. That sucks for me. We're gonna see though. Maybe I should just attack like super early right now. Try to do it before he gets like flying units up.
We have you on screen.
Okay, he's just gonna kill that straight away. Not helpful for me.
Just depleted a mineral cluster.
It's kind of difficult. I'm trying to find an angle where these things can fit in.
You can't build there.
He can just heal these up. Yeah. So at this point, I'm kind of just throwing units away. I should probably just go and attack him, I think. Before he gets air units out. So I still have a pretty powerful ground army. I just need to know ahead of time where he is. That's what I need to know. Okay, so he saw me here. Okay, this is bad. Oh, I should have had my tanks in the back. Okay, I had my vulnerable units in the front. Very good strategy. He doesn't have a ton of units out though. I'm guessing he might just be like preparing for a tech switch. But right now, he has enough, I think. Yeah, he's gonna just eat me alive here.
That upgrade's finished.
Okay, I think I'm kind of dead here. I think I could have taken that fight better, but I messed it up. I ended up messing it up because I had my tanks that are like the vulnerable ones, the damage dealers, in the back. Oh wow, I'm super overproducing workers right now. Okay. I need to
We'll need more gas
get
first.
more
Need more
stuff
gas.
out. Like
Not enough
I should
gas
be able
feed.
to defend myself a while, but the problem is that when you're playing against Zerg, it's kind of like you gotta do some damage early, otherwise you're not gonna be able to catch back up, like ever. They're always gonna grow faster than you, you know?
Command center upgrade completed. You can't build there.
Ah, Commander.
Talk to me, boss.
I do have an okay number of tanks, at least. Yeah, I should not walk into that.
Takes one
That's
less mineral
painful for him to
cluster.
deal with.
Talk to me.
In the meantime,
Just
I'm gonna
depleted
send
a
you on a
mineral
little
cluster.
special mission. And, like, my economy's looking okay. To be
Mineral
perfectly
cluster
honest. The
depleted.
problem is that this stuff is like growing, so he's getting...
What's our target? I'm in there. Move it up.
Nope, don't run that way. Nope. Not there either. I've lost everything I've done so far.
I'm going in.
Oh.
Fix me off, will ya? Ready to roll out. Have it. Speak up. Fueled up. Ready to go.
Like, if the longer he stays on this type of unit composition, the happier I am. Because it doesn't have, like, much longevity. You know? It's not a particularly good late-game unit composition at all. Okay, this is a mistake by him. Can't walk in there. But I gotta find a way to push across. Let's see, what is he doing? He's got Hive. Is he going Ultra, or is he going... He's going Greater Spire. Okay. So I'm just gonna build Thors then.
Rada supply. Could use some more depots. Out of energy. You can't build there.
What's that?
Our upgrade's complete.
I need more Thors for anti-air. Then I think I am ready to actually just attack him. Again.
Add-ons all done.
Take 2.
In the rear with me.
You know, one thing that's really nice to play in this game now? Back when I used to use my old model, I used to have... like, my old model was based on PNGs, and it was also based on, like, hotkeys that I needed to press, which meant that
Liberation is at hand.
playing the game would sometimes interfere with my model, right? So sometimes the way it was set up, it's a little complicated, I don't have to explain everything, but the way it was set up was essentially that, like, when I talked, when I spoke, it would sometimes interrupt my actions in the game.
Add-on complete.
When I changed the volume of my voice, it would sometimes interrupt my actions in the game. It was
Just depleted
kind of
a mineral
frustrating.
cluster.
Give us your best. Speak up.
Okay, he's got Brood Lords on the way now. They're really dangerous. Also, I'm sorry if my commentary is a little all over the place. Like, this game is even more difficult to commentate while playing than Age of Empires is.
For action.
Like, it really is.
No can do.
Multitasking
Already
hell.
maximum supply. Can't do that.
Okay, I'm
Already
maxed out,
capped. Just depleted a mineral
which means that I
cluster.
kind of need to fight.
Mineral cluster depleted.
Fix me off, will ya? Raise some hell.
Okay, I think I'm losing this fight, unfortunately. Yeah, he's got too many queens here and they're healing too much. And like the thing is right now that I can't really lose a fight now, because if I do, I can't restore my army fast enough.
That makes one less mineral cluster.
Ah! Okay, yeah, I'm kind of screwed here, but that's good because I get a snack. You always have great commentary in games. Why don't you self-promo in Discord servers of your friends? I'm 100% sure some of my followers like not only the games you play, but the way you commentate is chef's kiss. Thank you! That's so nice! Thank you. That's such a nice thing to say. If you're talking about like friends that I have, my personal friends, they are aware that I'm streaming. And they do watch me sometimes. I just don't think... They don't watch a lot of streams in general, so it's not really their thing, so to speak. And I guess I'm just not... I haven't joined that many Discord servers. I am going to go get a snack. You mean streamer friends? Ah, okay. I think I'm just kind of... I'm not sure how to put this. I think I'm just kind of bad at, like, promoting myself in general. I think it's just something I'm not great at. It's something I just need more practice with, I guess, but I usually just use Twitter for that, but maybe that's like, maybe it's better to do it in Discord. Me, Richter, other furry friends. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could. I just sometimes I guess if other people have a Discord server, I haven't really thought about, like, it felt kind of strange to like, I don't know. I haven't. I guess I felt strange butting in and being like, "Hey, here's me. Go watch me." I'm bad at that sometimes, I guess. But thank you very much for the advice, and thank you for the snack. I'm gonna go get me something right now. Be right back in just a moment. Alright. I'm back. I got some, like, chocolate coins. They're called Rigi. They're like, we have them here in Sweden, but I don't know if they're Swedish. Wait, why doesn't the... Hold up, the overlay doesn't... There we go. That's what I wanted. Yeah, so we have them here in Sweden, but I'm not sure if they're Swedish or if they exist in other places as well. But they're good. They're like a milk chocolate. They kind of like, there's a lot of wrapping for very small chocolate, so they're kind of inefficient, but they're very good. Norwegian milk chocolate. Ooh, nice. Do you know there's a Norwegian milk chocolate? I think it's Norwegian. The one with like air bubbles in it. There's one that has like little bubbles, or little cavities in it. I remember that from when I was a kid and we went to visit Norway. And we used to have that sometimes. You know what I mean? Yes? Stratos, exactly! Exactly, that's the one I was thinking about. That's exactly the one.
Bad news? Huh?
We don't have anything like that in Sweden. I don't know why. I've seen it in several countries. I've seen it in Norway, and I think in, like...
Big job, huh?
Can't remember where it was. It was Switzerland, maybe? Where I was and saw that they had the same thing. I feel kinship.
SCV ready.
Yeah.
In the rear with the gear.
feel like Sweden and Norway have so many things in common, but there are some like small differences in like food and snacks and things like that that are make
We're
it
out of
slightly
supply.
different.
Some more depots. We need more minerals.
Go ahead. Ah, you scared me.
I'm trying to think. There was something else that we ate in Norway, and this was a very long time ago, so I'm trying to remember what it was.
What's going?
But it was like,
Bad news. Ready.
it was like, it wasn't chocolate. It was like thin bread with like sugary cream in it or something like that. Not cream, but like a sugary paste
TV ready.
in it. Is this like real, or was it just something my parents brought for snacks and I sort of misattributed to being like a Norwegian snack?
Ah, you scared me.
We have godis here, but not at all the sheer amount of delicious ones you guys have. Ah, okay, I see, I see. Yeah,
Go
it's
ahead.
there are some things that are slightly different.
Bad news. Huh? It's your turn.
Some things that are missing, but I guess that's why you can travel between. Never had that, okay. It could just be something we brought, like from home, just made ourselves, and then I thought, like, I remember it being
You scared me.
a Norwegian snack, while
Yeah, whatever.
in reality it was,
Well, butter my biscuit.
okay, that's his... Oh, double barracks, okay, wow. I didn't get to see how many gases he had. Okay, I'm gonna keep my Reaper at home. I don't really know what my opponent is doing right now, so I'm gonna play it safe and keep my Reaper at home.
In the rear. Go ahead. I'm listening.
So, I'm guessing my opponent's gonna do something aggressive now. Okay, that sucks. It's delaying my base.
What's it worth? I'm going. SCV ready.
Add-ons
And I
all done.
want more
It's your turn.
gas. I think I'm gonna hold off on building my
Gas from a
starport right now because I need the gas for another tank.
SCV's under attack.
Okay, yeah, here it comes with more dudes. Okay, so he's gonna delay my base. It's gonna be hard to do much about that. Okay, this is very important. Okay, well that sucks. He's getting away too. Oh, okay, this is really bad. So my base has been delayed, and I also lost the Reaper, which is like a scouting unit. It can heal itself, but it's kind of expensive to replace later in the game. And it's sort of served, well, not expensive, but it's sort of served its purpose. So if you lose it, you'd rarely build new ones later. Okay, he wanted to throw his away though, so that's 1 for 1, I suppose.
big job, huh?
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Not enough energy.
Yeah, but I was thinking about this, the thing with like promoting
Hey, that's not enough
as a
minerals,
streamer
man.
is,
SCV ready.
I find it's kind
center
of difficult
upgrade
sometimes to know exactly what.
complete.
I mean, as a
Add-ons all
streamer,
done.
I want to improve, right? I want my streams to get better and better. But it's also sometimes hard to know what to improve. And I've been thinking for a long time that, like, okay, I don't know if I need to improve primarily just like my stream or the way I like market my stream, if that makes sense.
SCV ready.
And sometimes difficult to know which is which. By the way, now that like I said this in the like when I first started the stream, but please let me know if the audio levels are weird. I'm suspecting that the music might be a little low because I think it's a little low for me, and then I think it's a little low for you too. Honestly, I really like the way you stream. Aw, thank you. I'm thinking like,
We need more
for me specifically, I think one of the things I've noticed is that
We're out of supply. Could use some more
I think the
depots.
overlap between like not a lot of VTubers play the games that I play. Like not a lot of VTubers play strategy games and stuff like that. So sometimes I'm a little. I do think, however, you don't market yourself nearly enough. I think people are seriously missing out on you.
What's our target?
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. Yeah, I guess that's something I really need to improve. But it also it feels good to hear you say that, because it's like helpful to know that. Wait, I should build Vikings first. Wait, what the hell? Where are you? Oh, he had a mine.
Out of energy.
That was a mine, right? Damn it, all of my units in the red. Okay, never mind. I'm building medevacs first.
Research complete.
Yeah, sorry if I get interrupted a little bit. Like I said, this game is difficult to talk over sometimes. And also, I'm out of practice. I used to play this game. This used to be like my main game that I played when I started streaming. Need to cater to furries because people are looking for furry streamers. Someone as lovely as you will be adored. And then seriously, join streamer friends discords and self-promo yourself. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Thank you so much.
Could use some more supply depots.
I have I did post some like clips from my streams on some like furry subreddits, and they were decently popular actually. So I should probably get back to doing that. But it can also feel
We need more supply.
there's absolutely nothing wrong with promoting yourself, and like I said, I need to get better at it, but it can sometimes feel a little bit like I personally feel, I guess it's a, sort of an insecurity thing that like okay, I'm attacking him and he's attacking me, which means that we're gonna trade some bases. Base trade time. Okay, sorry, hold that thought. I'm gonna finish that later.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
Yeah. I guess I don't feel like there's anything wrong with promoting myself, but what I'm trying to say, I think, is that sometimes if I come into a space that sort of other people use, I can sometimes feel weird about promoting myself in that space, if that makes sense. I can sometimes feel weird about like coming into their place and saying, "Hey, here's me. You should watch what I do." I don't know why. It's like,
We need more minerals.
I guess I think I tried it when I first started streaming. I tried doing it with like some specific subreddits for certain games. Like I would start streaming a game and I would come into that subreddit and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna start streaming that game, so check it out if you want," or post a clip or something, and they were almost
That's not enough minerals,
universally like not popular. But I think that was like the wrong forum for doing it. I think that was like the wrong place for doing it. So I think that was something that I just didn't do properly, and it sort of I guess it sort of made me a little worried, or not worried, but a little wary of promoting myself in the wrong channels, if that makes sense. Okay, I think I can win this actually. Yup. Nice. I don't know what direction this game is going at all. This is super
That
weird.
one's all done.
We kind of traded bases with each other.
We need more minerals.
SCV ready.
I will bonk you. It works. So many people would be happy to find you. Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
SCV ready.
Also, like, I think I'm also just not very used to Discord as a... I mean, I use Discord a lot, but I almost exclusively use it for... I haven't used it to meet new people, if that makes sense. I've used it exclusively to talk to people. Almost exclusively for people that I know in real life. I think I should try attacking again. So it's more like needing to learn new platforms, I suppose. I wonder if I managed to kill his
Not enough Vespine.
base, his second base. I don't know about that.
Need more gas for that.
Okay, am I gathering any gas? Okay, not from here. Got it. And not from here either, okay. And not from here. Okay, wow.
Research
Steam is very
complete.
much a networking game. Yeah, I'm coming to realize that more and more. Yeah. It's when you're first starting out and you don't really know anyone, it's kind of like
Not enough vest.
everyone is like in their own little vacuum, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm just gonna kill these things. Bye. Thank you.
We need more supply.
If it doesn't, no problem, it won't change anything. No, you're right, and I think that's the thing I need to overcome. Because if I do something and it doesn't work, like no one cares or people are like negative to it, there's really no harm done for me, really. But it feels bad for me to like,
Not enough energy.
if I show some stuff I've made to someone and they don't like it, it makes me feel like I don't want to try again, if that makes sense. And I know that's kind of just like, that's just how it is. You can't expect everyone to like everything you do, of course. Also, I have no starports, so I need to build them now. That's just how it is, right? Okay, does he have...
Not enough energy.
Can I drop on top of this? Maybe not. I lost my tanks. I'm very sorry that I won't have time to read the chat right now. I'm gonna get to it in a moment. Just need to focus a little bit on the game right now. I'm sorry.
You can't build there. Mineral cluster depleted.
There we go.
We need more minerals.
I'm just trying to get like an army back up so I can attack him again. I've been trading okay in these last few fights, so I'm not out of this game yet, but he has 3 bases now and I'm on 2 still, which means that he will get ahead of me pretty fast if I don't do anything. So this is like, oh no, I'm gonna die if I jump on that. I'm gonna try to go in, I'll like drop him back here. Let's try that. Oh, he spotted that.
Not enough energy. Our
Spotted
upgrade's
that, I
complete.
think. He spotted that. Oh, he's got missile turrets everywhere. Oh no. He is properly
Out of
paranoid.
energy.
He's a healthily paranoid.
Well, that
Started out
upgrade's
all
finished.
alone. I didn't even use Twitter, let alone Discord. But once I started getting to know people, it took a lot of courage. But I'm happy I won't. I went through the hurdles. Yeah, that's a very. I think that's a really good mindset to have. Oh, fuck. Okay, this is annoying. He's shutting down all of my mining.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
We hear you.
Okay, you can go back to mine. Oh, that was good timing.
Fueled up, ready to go.
Just depleted a mineral cluster. We need more minerals.
There we go.
Waiting on you.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
So he's very well fortified right now. So it's probably going to be a hard time trying to attack him, but I'm going to lurk around outside of his base and just see if I can get like a...
Picking up or top?
We need more
when he
minerals.
moves out, I'm going to try to pounce on his army.
Go ahead.
Get like an ambush going or something like that. Or find like a gap in his armor, like this for example. Here's a gap. Hello! Hi! Hello! Hi! He was not expecting this at all. There's no escape for this army now, though. This army is gonna die, like...
Mineral cluster depleted.
But I'm gonna do a lot of damage with it. I think I can win this fight, too. Yep. Main base is mine! Your base is mine! Okay. If I kill this thing, I think if I don't die like in the next 2 minutes, I should be fine. I should be winning this game now. Because I've done so much damage to him. Oops! Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. That was really bad of me. I did something that's considered... I accidentally did something that's considered really poor manners to do. I took, like, these things that give you extra resources and I dropped them on my enemy's base. Which is like something you do when you want to flex on your opponent. Like, look how much money I have, I'm throwing it away. I didn't do it on purpose, I promise. Oh, he's gonna be really angry now. That's bad. How many workers do I have? Only 51. Okay, I need 15 more or so.
You scared me. What's going on? Been waiting on you. Made for battle.
Okay, we should send in some...
Just depleted a mineral cluster.
you can hold position here. He's got his army like down here. Might kill one tank here. Okay, one tank for one Viking, that's okay. Yeah. More production facilities. So I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about the thing where I accidentally disrespect my opponent.
Depleted.
Killing this is good. Oh, nice. Free workers, thank you.
We need more supply.
You can't escape me. I can fly. Okay, we need that.
Just depleted a mineral cluster. You can't build there. Add-ons all done. Not enough minerals.
Okay, so the thing is, does he have any protection? He doesn't. Excellent. So we can just go in here, go in with these guys, land them, and then kill his workers.
Add-on complete.
No one lives forever.
So does he have a base up here? He does. Oh fuck, he's super well fortified too.
Hold them alone. This better be good.
This being guys are exhausted.
Should probably go
That
kill
makes
this
one
first,
less
I
mineral
think.
cluster.
Yeah, this base dies first. It's the least defended one. Does he have one up here as well? Yeah, he's trying. Okay.
By the numbers.
So we gotta be a little careful here. He could claw his way back into this game. This is looking pretty good for me though, not gonna lie. Kill the tanks first. Kill the rest. That base dies. Yes, thank you. Pull back, home. I need more medevacs. All my units are in the red. Medevacs, just explaining for those of you who haven't played this, they're both transports and healers. Transport units and heal them.
Just depleted a mineral cluster.
Yeah. Sure thing.
So they are mega useful.
Where?
Go on. Armed and fight or flight.
Just need a few more of those and then I have a pretty strong army.
We need more minerals.
Ready for dust off.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man. Not enough minerals.
Kind of low on resources overall right now.
Now what? Talk to me.
You gonna give me orders?
So this is good thing is that his tanks, well, he doesn't actually have any tanks here. If he doesn't have any tanks here, I can just run in. Tanks are like the thing that keeps you out. They're like the door, you know, keeps you out. Burst that down. Tanks to kill the rest. Yeah, there we go. Nice! Nice! Oh! That was really good. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna recalibrate one thing really quick because it looks like I'm perpetually sleepy right now, and I'm gonna recalibrate the camera a little bit. Give me 1 second. Sorry, you're gonna see some stuff on the screen. Something like that. Hopefully that's a little better. Cool. Let's try that. Nice. Okay. The reason my model is placed down here, by the way, is because there are like messages that appear in the chat log that can like show sensitive information. Sometimes it can show you like names and stuff like that that you don't want people to see. So I'm hoping it's correct. Yeah, it's placed so you can't see it. Good. Good. Nice. Right, let's play some more games. I'm gonna read through all your messages while I wait. See if there was anything I missed, Stevie. You need to cater to furries. Yeah, people are looking for furry streamers. Someone is self-promo yourself. Everyone does it, and if someone decides to check you out, they'll be happier for it. Yeah. Thank you so much for all the encouragement. It really does help a lot, honestly. Also, I'm gonna need some encouragement now because now I'm gonna play against the Protoss. Oh no. This was what I struggled the most with before.
Go ahead. What's go? Huh? Go ahead, man. Huh? What's big? Ah! You scared me. SCV ready. Will do.
We need more minerals.
Yep. Big job. Huh?
Not enough minerals.
So,
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
I thought for a long time
Scared me.
that Starcraft II was more or less abandoned by the developers, by Blizzard. And it actually received an update, a balance patch, just like a week ago, which is first time in like a year and a half or something like that. It's gotten a proper update.
What's going on?
And apparently it's a lot of people from the community that have been working to help them make the update.
In the rear with the
But I think it's really cool that like the game is still, you know, it's still supported, it's still updated, it's still. I mean, I don't want to say alive because I never thought it was dead, but you know,
Your dime.
SCV's
it's
under
cool that the
attack.
game is still renewing itself. You know, it's not stagnating.
Our SCVs are hurting.
Okay, I'm just blocking his space right now because I am a jerk.
Yeah.
Bye.
We
This is something you can do against Protoss. You can just put down like a building to block them so they can't build their base here.
Our base is under attack.
Very annoying for them to deal with. He's gonna have to waste a lot of mining time here, trying to kill that.
in the rear with the bad news.
Oh, you come in. He's probably gonna try to block my gas. No? Good.
I'm going.
Did not do that.
Ahead.
Command center upgrade completed.
And you're done, you can kill that.
Yep.
So my build is a little wonky now because I did get a second... This is gonna sound so technical, I realize how silly this sounds, but since I got this second supply depot earlier than I usually do, everything is slightly delayed. And I got that just to be able to block my opponent out.
What? In the rear with the SCV ready. Bad news.
Add-on
Get
complete.
that. I'm gonna try... well, first off, I need to scout what he's doing. Should probably get a bunker as well, just to be safe now that I haven't seen what he's doing. But I'm gonna try to do a build that I used to do before my long break from this game.
You scared me.
What was that? What was that? Oh, it's an adept, okay. Slowing that down a little bit.
I'm going.
I'll run.
Yes, indeed. Gangway, coming through.
Yeah, sorry, I keep getting interrupted by myself. My build is that I'm gonna build like a couple of tanks and a bunch of marines and just walk in before like stim is done. Or just when Stim finishes, sorry. Not before Stim is done, just as Stim finishes and I walk in there. Sentry, Adept,
Add-ons all done.
Robo Bay, okay. This could be good. If I manage to hit before Immortals are out.
Enough energy.
Or at least before too many Immortals
Add-on
are out.
complete. We need more minerals. Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
Gangway.
No! Damn it.
This better be good. By the numbers,
Hate this.
boys. SCV ready. Keep your shirt
These things are so slippery.
That's fine. You want a piece of me, boy?
At least they die quickly. So it sucks because now he sees what I'm doing.
Could use some more supply depots.
Please, more supply.
SCV ready. It's your dime. Armed and ready.
I'm just gonna try to get a few more rounds of Marines out and the second tank, and then I'm just gonna go. You can't wait too long. Like, one of the main mistakes I do usually when I do this attack is that I wait too long to actually attack.
Not enough
And
minerals.
I'm just gonna
We need more minerals.
go right now. Let's not even wait for the third tank. Let's just go. This could either do a lot or nothing at all. The problem with having the siege tanks in your army is that they can't escape. Like, they're very slow, and when they're sieged up in their long range mode, they do a lot of damage and they have a lot of range, but they are also very vulnerable because it takes them so long to escape.
Looking forward.
So you effectively cannot.
This better be good.
Just gonna kill the battery. Good so far, good so far. Oh fuck, okay, Colossus out. Okay. That was fast. I'm gonna try to kill this thing, but I don't know if I can. He's gonna go, he's gonna attack like right now, because he has to protect this. This is it! Nope, okay, never mind. Never mind, never mind. Okay, I'm continuing to stream
Could use
units
some
down
more
here.
Supply depots.
Also gonna take a base behind this. I got the extra resources for it. And I'm gonna need engineering bays. The thing is, I don't know if he's got like...
We need more supply.
Okay, never mind. Doesn't matter what he's got. Oh, nice. Oh. Yeah. Okay, let's see what he had. This is also such an awesome feature. This is something I want for Age of Empires as well. You can just jump directly into the replay. And he had another base up here. Sorry, I'm just closing a window. I expected him to have a base up here, but I didn't have the time to check it out. And he also has something here. What is that? Is that an... What is that? There's a red dot. I'm not seeing... Oh, there it is. That's sneaky. Very hip. Okay, I'm gonna listen a little bit to the stream volume. Hold up. I think I can... Whoops, sorry about that. I think I can probably... I'm just gonna check one thing real quick. Hold up one second. See what happens if I do this. Okay, it's over there. I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of rearranging on this screen. Give me 1 second. I wanna hide some things a little better. This game has some really, really dumb features that I don't know how to properly think if I put it here, it's okay. It has some really dumb features that I don't know how to get rid of. Okay, and I'm gonna take myself and this, and I'm gonna move to the side a little bit. There we go. I think that's a little better. Okay, let's see now if this is... I think that's hidden properly. Good. Okay. I'm sorry about the awkward overlay thing. It's just some stuff on the screen that I don't want to appear. So I think, yeah, this is where it needs to be. Yeah. That should be okay. Cool. Nice. That doesn't need to be on the screen all the time. It just needs to be on screen like when I'm not in a game. So I can take it down otherwise. It's been going a little too well with the games right now. It's making me suspicious of what's coming next. Okay, full focus. It's another Zerg. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did in game 1, but I'm gonna do it right this time.
What's going on?
That build where I do the Cyclones and the Hellions into the mech play, I think that's something that was getting a little outdated and didn't really work very well.
Sir, we hear you.
Like even as I was
SCV ready.
still doing it, like back 9 months ago or so.
Huh? What's going? Huh? Ah! You scared me.
We're out of supply. Could use some more depots.
So I don't know. Maybe it's just straight up doesn't work.
Not enough minerals.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Oops.
Big job, huh?
There we go.
SCV ready.
Manners are important.
In the rear with the gear.
Okay, that's late. That's late. You sneaky Steve.
SCV ready. Woo-hoo.
That's late. Don't think I didn't see that.
Bad news. Go
Okay, so
ahead.
he's going very early spawning pool, which means that he's gonna attack me early. But I don't know if it's gonna be just Zerglings or if it's gonna be something else.
SCV ready. Yeah. Go ahead.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build my command center up here in the wall to prevent it getting in.
Hey, that's not enough
If that
minerals,
works, I
man.
should not lose anything
Not
from it
enough
except
minerals.
for the time it takes to lift up the command center to move it down here. Is that a tight wall?
Big job,
I'm
huh?
gonna have to check if that is a wall.
Command center upgrade completed.
It's not a wall. Okay, damn it. So I'm gonna build
We need more minerals.
supply depot there. Okay. So this is gonna slow me down a little bit.
SCV ready.
But I think it's gonna be fine. So now it's again the same thing. I'm having to build all my stuff out of order.
SCV's
Just
under
making everything a
attack.
little bit slower. Okay, so that's just 2 lings. But he's got very few workers in his natural. Natural is the second base. It's the one that's like,
Add-ons all done.
it's called a natural expansion because it's the one that's natural to expand to.
Nothing I can't.
Okay, no, he actually just has a spawning pool. All right.
Let's do this.
Is he taking a third? He's just might just be doing things in a weird order too. Might be exactly what's going on here.
Huh? Big job, huh? SCV ready. You want a piece of me, boy? Been waiting on you.
He's not responding with anything when I'm here, which means he probably doesn't have much to respond with, which is good for me.
I'm listening.
You can just juggle the queen a little bit just because it's fun. Yes, and cancel the creep. Good. Moral victory.
You got in the ring. SCV ready. Who wants some? By the
Okay, so everything has been delayed. There's no denying that, but this is still kind of on track. Everything he did has been delayed also, so it's I think it's fine.
What's going
I'm gonna see if it evens out in the end.
Systems go. Cyclone ready for action.
And I don't really know if I can probably hide my units back here because I'm suspecting that he has an overlord over here. Keeping watch. These like elevated places in the terrain where you can hide flying units. Some people in the community refer to them as pervert pillars. Because it's like a place where you can like peek at people. You can be like a peeping Tom without anyone noticing.
Ready to raise some hell. SCV ready. Ah, you scared me.
I need that as well. Might actually need to drop a
SCV ready.
depot. Okay, no, I'm queuing up way many.
Let's go kill something.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop a depot.
We need more supply.
No, we don't. It's fixed. Okay, I'm just waiting for
Research just finished up.
my last cyclone, and then I'm gonna go. I think this attack might be coming a little late, even considering what I said before. So we're gonna see if that is something that is going to do any damage. Like the reason I like this playstyle so much is because I basically invented it myself. Like I didn't see anyone else do it. I didn't learn it from anyone. I just sort of thought it up, and it worked really, really well. I had an insane win rate with the Zerg for a while. It was like 70% or something like that.
Go ahead. Ready to raise some hell.
Okay, let's see.
Add-ons
Moment of
all
truth.
done.
Oh! Grill them! He actually could have saved a lot there if he'd been faster with his links, I think. Oh, I can actually win this fight. That's wonderful. He's probably sending all of his Zerglings. No? They're still here. He should have helped fight with them. Now I think he might actually be screwed. I don't want to take out anything in advance, but this is looking really good for me. Get grilled! Oh, when you have the blue flame upgrade, you do such insane damage to light units. It's insane.
Out in.
SCV ready.
Okay, so the thing is, he probably has like roaches on the way now, so I'm gonna back off and be a little careful. And we're also gonna get this and that and this.
Gotcha.
And more supply depots.
What's going on? I'm going. SCV ready.
And we're gonna need more factories. Okay, so now there was a there's a quote that comes to mind.
Upgrade.
SCV ready.
It was a pro gamer in Starcraft II called Idra. He was famous for being pretty good at the game and also for being kind of toxic. Like he was very bad-mannered. Ah! That was toxic. No! Fuck! I'm falling for it again. Damn it. And he said at one point, like he was playing a game and he said to his stream that, oh, now my opponent is really sad. And then he got even further ahead in the game, and then he went, yeah, and now he's even sadder than before. And I think I started out thinking that my opponent was probably pretty sad, but now I'm starting to think I'm the one who's sad because I'm kind of throwing these units away. Should just leave, I think. Yeah, let's leave. Let's macro at home instead. Trying to
Standing by. Moving into position.
get more value out of these things. The fact that he still doesn't have any roaches is worrying to me, because it makes me feel like he's gonna show up with mutalisks.
You can't build there.
So I'm gonna scan him. Where is your thing? I'm seeing Infestation Pit, which is very unusual. It means that he wants to tech up. Or maybe go Swarm Host, I suppose.
Just depleted
Which
the
would
mineral
be
cluster. Not enough energy. That makes one less.
not the worst response, but I think I can deal with that
All hands
right
to
now.
battle stations. We read you.
This is really good.
Liberation
I'm
is
gonna
at
send
hand.
these over here. He's got a base over here. I saw him transferring the workers, so I'm just gonna set these up over here. You don't actually need to cover their entire base with these zones. Like these liberators, they can shoot inside these zones. And you never need to cover their entire base. You just need to cover a little bit of it, because their workers will naturally spread out until they cover a lot of it. So they will either not mine and get no resources,
Try again on top of a Vespi.
or
Not enough
they will
minerals.
die because they walk into the killing zone.
All hands to battle stations.
Okay, he's got Hydras. Okay, that's good for me because that's exactly what my units are good against. Okay, I forgot my upgrades. That's less than stellar. That's one way to throw this game away. Also,
Mineral
my bases are
cluster
kind of late.
depleted.
I should get my fourth like right away, I
You
think.
can't build there.
He's rebuilding his third, right? I'm just waiting for like one more round of production and then I'm gonna attack.
Talk to me.
Okay, he doesn't actually have anything here. No! It's over here, of course.
Initiating.
He's in a different place. Okay.
Attention.
Oh fuck, he's got ultras already. Holy shit, okay. In that case, I need to be careful. He teched up mega fast. Wow, okay. He actually has a really scary army. I have given him too much time and space. So I might have messed this up really badly. I'm gonna try to get Liberators. They're usually good against Ultras,
Use
but
some more supply.
might not be enough. Okay, so we're gonna have to play this defensive for a bit then.
Rot of
How many
supply.
workers am I at? I'm at 65, which is that's a respectable number. I think.
Yep.
You can't build there.
Reporting for action.
SCV ready. Are you ready for this?
Wait, let's go. Oh, hello. Oh, that's a crazy blinding cloud. Holy fuck. I think I can still win this, though. Yeah, his army wasn't as scary as I thought. It's fine. He basically landed an ability that rendered most of my army completely useless. But his army wasn't big enough to capitalize on it, so it was fine. But I did end up losing a lot, and that's the problem with playing against Zerg, that they they always rebuild stuff faster than you do.
Command center upgrade completed.
Okay, let's go attack. Well, I shouldn't attack actually. I should chill till I got more stuff, more
We need
Thors.
More minerals. Need more. Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
I could go up to higher
Not
worker
enough
count. That would be fine. Also, I should build this
Our
sensor
upgrade's
tower.
complete.
Where are my? There we go.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
Reporting for action.
We need more minerals.
Need something liberated?
I know, by the way, that I said I wouldn't take that I could take the overlay down, but I feel like I should probably keep it there, so I don't forget to put it back up.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
Moving into position.
Okay, now it's time to attack, before he gets too dangerous.
We need more minerals. Our upgrade's complete.
What's our target?
We need more supply.
This is scary, though. This is really scary. Ah, he's got way more ultras than I thought he would. Ah, he's gonna win this fight. Fuck. Oh, that could be how I throw away this game.
This beam guys are exhausted.
Like, I got more stuff on the way, but it's on the way. It's not here.
Sure thing. Will do.
He doesn't have chitinous plating yet, which is good.
That upgrade's finished.
He's gonna kill this base, though. Ah, that's annoying.
We'll need more gas first.
How many workers did I lose? A lot.
Reporting for action.
A lot.
Huh? We hear you.
So I think I'm dead.
Freedom. Full speed.
I underestimated the ultras and I wasn't like set up in a good position to deal with them.
Not enough minerals. We need more minerals.
And now my economy is like non-existent.
Need something
This beam
liberated.
geysers all dried up.
SCV ready. Definitely.
I can't defend this.
Are you ready for
Cannot.
How can we help?
No way.
Our base is under attack.
This one liberator is kind of the only thing keeping me in the game right now.
All hands to battle stations.
It's the only thing I have that can actually do damage to him.
I hear you.
Reporting for action. Liberation is at hand. Perfect. As you say. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't understand. Some people think still that ultralists aren't good enough. I just
Moving into
think they're
position.
insane. Still.
Initiating.
So the fact that he has to move back home is the only thing that gives me a little bit of hope, but it's I don't have any resources to build like anything.
Not enough minerals.
Kind of have an army here. Kind of.
No SCV ready. Sitting around.
He's not even mining from here. He just has the base.
SCV ready.
That makes one less.
SCV ready.
Not
The
enough.
thing is, I'm gonna try to do this to all of his bases. I'm just gonna keep... Okay, now he's got Corruptors up. Or Vipers. No, he's got Vipers. So now that doesn't work either. This used to be my best matchup. Playing against Zerg used to be my best.
How can we help?
Best moments in this game, but now it's just... Wow.
Cluster depleted.
Yeah, GG. Completely destroyed. Okay, so this was a very unusual game. He didn't spread a lot of creep at all. He just focused entirely on getting Ultralisks up. That was his entire game plan. His upgrades were bad. So were mine, to be fair, but his upgrades were very late. Let's see, where do we check upgrades? Here we go. I was 2-2, he was getting 2-2 upgrades. Just being ahead when you're mech, in playing mech, is very unusual. So it's the fact that he had the Ultralisk that he could win this game on. And Ultralisks are hard to kill with mech. You either need lots of Liberators, but they're very slow and clunky to move around, or you need to get Ghosts, which takes a lot of time. It makes me a little sad that I can't win against Zerg. Well, that's not true. I can win against Zerg. I did it yesterday, but it's used to be going a lot better than this. I feel like. I'm trying different positions for having my phone so I can read chat. It's like, what does that look like? So I don't want to have to look down so much because the tracking doesn't work very well when I'm looking down. So now I can look up. Okay, but now it's covering like all my vital information. I need to move it over to this corner. There we go.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
That's so weird. I have my phone like hanging off of my computer monitor right now.
SCV ready. Huh? Yes, sir. Move it. In the rear with the gear. SCV ready. Roger.
Okay, so this is another TVT, which is a matchup I used to be TV terrible.
Supply. Could use some more depots.
I'm so sorry. I used to be really bad at this matchup, but now
We need more minerals.
well, I shouldn't say now, but when I last played the game 9 months ago, I felt like I was kind of figuring it out, you know?
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Sorry for all the weird sounds I'm doing.
We hear
I'm
you.
getting like pollen, allergic to pollen. Like I have pollen allergy, and it's starting pretty early this year. So if I make weird sniffing sounds, that's why.
Sure thing.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
You scared me. Well, buttermilk biscuits.
We'll need more gas.
Not entirely sure what my game plan should be here.
Need more gas for that. We'll need more gas first.
I'm just gonna try to play a standard. I think sometimes
Need more gas for that.
why am I getting so little gas? Ah, I only put 2 guys in here. Should be 3. Oh, that throws off everything. Like it actually does.
Big job, huh?
Small mistakes like that can throw off everything. What I was about to say is that I think it's good to start playing kind of standardized. This is a very aggressive build he's doing. Just to get like a hang of what you're doing again.
What's going on? Go ahead.
When you're coming back from a long break. Totally honestly, this is going to be kind of a tough hold.
Yeah, whatever. I'm listening.
I messed up my early build. Everything is delayed. He's going to do a very aggressive build. I'm not sure if this is with Liberators. I'm guessing he's going to come in with a Liberator from here. Attack my base.
SCV's under attack.
And then he's going to come in with the tank push from the front. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Command center upgrade
Uh,
completed.
the tanks can't fire as far as they can... the tanks can't see as far as they can fire. Which means that effectively, what you want to do is to have air units to spot for the tanks. And I don't have any air units, and I'm not going to have them for quite a while because I don't have the gas for them.
Bad news. In the rear.
Plus, I messed up early.
You gonna give me orders? Got something for me to kill you.
Okay, now he's moving out. Yep.
Add-on complete.
So I'm going to have a tank. a few Marines.
We'll need more
And I'm
gas
gonna get
first.
stim,
Not enough SP.
hopefully. Again, gas shortage. There we go. Feels very topical at the moment.
Not enough energy.
Yeah, I should have the Reaper out and continue to scout what he's doing. Okay, so if I can kill that before his tanks show up, that's awesome. I can't do that though. I'll do that. Yes, I can! That's good. Good start.
Need something blown up?
You know what I'm gonna do?
What's going on?
I'm not gonna
Could
I'm not
use
gonna
some more
stand for this.
supply depots.
Go ahead. Huh?
I'm just gonna rush him with my SUVs. I think we got him. Okay, I waited too long. Waited way too long. That's it, GG, sorry. There was a moment when I could have done what I just did. If we back off, like here, he has only 2 tanks and 1 Marine. And he has more guys on the way. If I rush him right now, right here, with both my tanks and my Marines and some SCVs to buffer, I could probably kill this contain and break his position. Would have been super helpful, but I waited too long. Oh, that sucks. Live and learn. Or in this case, I guess die and learn. I'm so glad that I figured out a way to put the chat. Okay, another TVT. I get a chance at redemption right away. Sometimes when I lose to a specific faction in this, I want to get back and try against that same faction again.
What's going on? Bad news?
Good luck.
Big job, huh? What's bad news? Go big, huh? Go ahead, huh?
Same master?
TV ready. What's go?
What does that mean?
Bad news? Sure thing.
Same master? I'm not master.
SCV ready. Ah!
Is he the same opponent from last time?
Go ahead.
Master Yui.
We need more supply.
It could actually be the name of a master in like a kung fu movie. Master Yui.
Yeah. Bad news? SCV ready. Huh? In the rear with the
I know I've talked about this before on stream. It was a long time ago now though, but it's one of the advantages of playing Starcraft 2 is that it's the
Huh? Go ahead.
the toxicity levels are usually pretty low
Uh-huh. Well,
because it's a 1v1 game.
SCV.
Our
Most of the
SCVs are
toxicity in these games happen between
Yeah,
teammates.
whatever.
Okay, so he's doing the same opening as I am.
Yeah.
Not sure what that means. He's getting a base on the low ground,
SCV's under attack.
and he's getting it faster than me. Okay. I might be able to do something about that.
Bad news?
Let's see if I can just be annoying here.
What's going on?
Place that
You
down,
can't build
important.
there.
Checking, right amount of guys in the gas, yes. Okay, he killed the SCV. But I should be able to get there with my first Reaper. Slow that down. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe his first Reaper's out faster.
Yo.
Command center upgrade completed. We need more minerals. Hey, that's not enough minerals, man. Not enough minerals.
I talked previously about how this game is getting an update.
SCV ready.
And it's kind of exciting times now for
I'm listening.
strategy game fans in that Age of Empires 4 is also out. It's also getting updates.
The Reaper man.
and it's gonna get some really cool like modding tools very soon.
SCV ready.
Take a peek.
All right.
Oh, can we stop this?
Get from above.
Kill that guy! Kill that guy! No,
Agreed. Certainly.
I wasn't fast enough.
Add-ons all done.
Reaper might escape though. I think it will escape. Just barely, but that's enough.
Go ahead. Big job. SCV ready.
Okay, let's wait with that. Let's wait until we can get the first tank instead.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
Armed and ready.
Out of energy.
I wonder if there's a setting or something I've changed, because there used to be
With the gear.
a way to see units through buildings. There used to be like an outline or something.
SCV
Unless I'm completely losing my mind, just remembering things that weren't real.
bad news. What's going on? Go ahead.
Not enough.
I've already managed to conjure up an
SCV ready.
like a memory of a Norwegian snack that did not exist.
Huh? We could use some help here. Armed and ready. This better be good. You gonna give me orders?
Good start for me.
Out of energy.
Small things, but so far good start.
Give us. Bad news. Ready.
Ooh, boop.
Go ahead. Been waiting on you.
Exactly the same thing, that he almost managed to cancel a building.
By the numbers, boy. We're
Okay, so he's attack game.
gonna give me orders?
But I have a tank and a second tank, so this shouldn't do anything. No, he's just gonna die here. Bad for him. Did manage to kill the tank, which is... So he traded okay, but now I can put the hurt on him, I think.
Add-ons all done. Need more gas for that.
SCV ready. Huh?
Uh,
Bad news?
I guess I just started third base. I think my worker production has been mega sloppy.
Add-on complete.
Okay, I'm gonna lose this fight though. Fortunately, that's bad for me.
Want some? Ready,
Trading pretty poorly there.
ready to blunder.
Okay, so if he doesn't actually have any air units, can I just fly into his base and just kill his workers? Can I do that again? Let's try it. Is this... Very cocky strategy from me,
Gas first.
You want a piece of me, boy?
but let's try it.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
Oh, damn, I haven't started stim. Ooh, that makes me feel all uncomfortable in my soul.
SCV ready. Gangway coming through. Fighter flight. Yeah, right.
He's building
Ready to
second
blunder.
starboard. Is that his first starboard?
Transformation system prime. All right.
Man, this is pretty good.
Burn and pillage.
Getting some worker kills, but
Inbound. You ready for war? Made for battle.
he's just building pure Marauder. So just preventing him from mining is pretty good.
Fighter flight. Yeah, right.
This might actually be the same guy from before, because he also built a lot of Marauders.
SCV ready. In the rear with the
It's
gear.
kind of funny, I've only been playing for like, what, an hour and a half? Something like that? And the games are already starting to blend together.
Transformation system.
That's the downside with Starcraft. No? The games are so fast and the matchmaking time is so short that you don't really have a time to reflect on the games.
SCV ready.
Add-ons all done.
Okay, so Stim is almost done. It's almost done. I think it's time to go. Yeah. I just gotta be careful that he doesn't, like, bounce on top of me with a bunch of Marauders in the midfield, but
Could use some more Research just
Other than
finished
that,
up.
I think I'm doing okay.
He's scared.
Trying to... this is like the anxious part where I'm trying to do stuff in my base and watch
Could use some more
my army on
supply
the minimap
depots.
as well.
Got it.
I mean, look at this shit.
Go,
It's
go,
excellent.
go.
We're out of supply. Mineral cluster depleted.
This is really good. If I can kill that, that's fantastic. I don't think I will be able to. He will be able to repair it, but... Please, 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 please kill it. Please kill it. Yes! Thank you! Now he's going back into my tanks and taking a bunch of shots. Drinking shots.
Time out, everyone.
Bye! Lost the game before. Okay, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna have to check if I play this guy before. It's already starting to blend together, like I said, but I'm gonna see. Give me a second to check my match history. Okay, so this was against him. Sifo was his name. This was against Evil Alien. This was against Hellnest. Yongsho. Sifo. Yeah, okay. I played him before. This is him earlier. This is the guy who just made a bunch of Marauders. I understand the thought behind making a lot of Marauders because it's like... I don't know how to put it. It's like... they're good against tanks. But... at the same time, they're like... they're countered by Marines, essentially. So I don't know how well they work. I mean, maybe going Marine Marauder can work against the tank-heavy composition, but just going pure Marauder? No, it's just so weak against a lot of things. They're not even that good against the tanks, as long as there's stuff in between. Marauders do bonus damage to tanks. Oh, this is the same Protoss players before as well. It's just like it's just 3 people playing right now. No, but Marauders do bonus damage against tanks, and tanks do bonus damage against Marauders. So if you have Marines in front to soak up the damage from the Marauders, your tanks will just turn them into mincemeat
SCV ready.
Not enough minerals.
very fast.
Gotcha.
Let's see what he does this game. He could try something completely different.
SCV ready.
We need more minerals. Could use some more supply depots. Hey, that's not enough minerals, man. We need more minerals.
Okay, he's very fast worker this time. Is he cannon rushing me? What is he doing? This is like Protoss workers are so fucking scary. They can do whatever they like in your base.
SCV ready.
Conjure up
Big job.
cannons out of thin air.
Bad
It's
news.
horrifying. I'm always glad when they leave.
You scared me.
I don't even mind letting them escape sometimes. It's just like, yes, please leave.
Going on?
Okay, so now he's got like stuff down here to prevent me from doing the same thing again, but I'm gonna do it
You
anyway.
can't build there.
In the rear with the gear. SCV ready.
And like he's gonna kill my worker, but it's okay. I already got that up to a lot of health. So it's actually fine. I have lost some stuff though, so
Huh?
my supply is lower. It should be 21 at this point. Have I actually been that sloppy with my worker production?
Go ahead.
Ugh.
You scared
Oh,
me.
no! I didn't cancel it fast enough.
Not enough minerals.
Okay, that's bad. That's
Hey,
really bad.
that's not enough
If you
minerals,
cancel it,
man.
you get 75%
We
of the
need
resources
more
back.
minerals.
If it's destroyed, you get nothing. I get nothing.
Command center upgrade
That
complete.
sucks.
Not enough minerals.
Everything here is a little bit out of whack right now. See how little... Like, I should be at enough resources here to build a factory, but I'm not because I've been sloppy
That's not enough minerals, man.
with everything.
SCV ready.
And when I'm sloppy, I have to start cutting corners, and when I have to start cutting corners, I die to stupid stuff.
Whole lot of pain.
Yet,
On the way.
wrecked.
Done. I hope plan comes together. Certainly. I'm listening. All right.
Oh,
Add-on complete.
need to remember to build that as well.
SCV ready.
I should have get my Marines out fast enough, but I haven't built a bunker this time.
Word. Yes, indeed. Agreed.
We need more supply. Out of supply. Some more depots.
Okay, I think I'm gonna lose the Reaper now. Ooh, it's fine.
There.
It's alright.
Add-ons all done.
Everything in its right place.
This better be good. Who wants some? Death from above. SCV ready. Bad news?
Command center. Not enough energy.
Go, go, go!
Okay, no, this time you're not getting in there. Forget about it.
SCV ready. Gonna give me some.
Damn it.
This better be good.
Wait, I can intercept it
Want something?
with the Reaper.
Want some?
Yes!
You're the been
Karma.
waiting on. Bad news? SCV ready. Need something. What's going
Oh,
on?
how long were they not mining?
Add-on complete.
Ooh, that's bad.
Go ahead.
That's
SCV ready.
deep punch in the gut, as Bennett thought he would put it.
Go, go, go! Ah! You scared me!
Um,
They're ready. SCV ready.
do you remember when Getting Over It was really popular?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Like, I was never particularly interested in that game. I played it for a little bit, felt like, okay, this is not something for me.
Out of energy.
This better be good.
And I just didn't want to play it that much, but
Oh, yeah, baby.
honestly, like,
Certainly. Yes, indeed.
Jump King does look kind of fun, though.
10-4. So, you gonna give me orders?
To be perfectly honest.
Something from me. Armed and ready. What? You're the Reaper Man. This better be good. Been waiting on you. Good song. Coming
Okay, so this is probably... Holding this position is probably going to be kind of hard. Okay, I have 4 Marines left. I'm going to leave. I'm not even going to try. If I stay there,
Place that on a
I'm going to overcommit and die. It's going to be terrible. I'm also noticing I'm playing very sloppy right now. See how much I'm floating in terms of resources.
SCV ready.
And in case someone doesn't know what that means, floating means that I'm using a lot of resources. Or it's the opposite. I got a bunch of resources that I'm not using. Just they're in the bank where they should not be.
Big job.
My worker count is very low.
Go on. You gonna give me orders? What's that?
We need more supply. Could use some more supply depots.
Bad news? What's going on? Go ahead.
We need more minerals.
Okay, so he's got Stalker Colossus. My composition should be good against that.
Who wants some?
We're out of supply. Could use some more.
Speaking of absolutely nothing,
SCV ready.
I saw a VTuber at one point that had like
Out of energy.
that was like not speaking, but they had a really cool like hand tracking thing
Not enough minerals.
where it could like track individual
That's not enough minerals, man.
keystrokes. You know? I'm gonna send one SCV to scout,
Command center upgrade.
which was really cool. You could like track exactly what keystrokes would be made.
What's going on? In the rear with the gear. Bad news?
I was thinking, for a game like Starcraft, it could actually be kind of nice. I know some,
We need more minerals.
you know, regular streamers, when they play Starcraft, they have one
that's not
camera
Ready
on
for
their, like,
This is your plan?
mouse hand, so to speak. You know, they have a camera aimed at the keyboard. Where is my... Okay, wow, this is super late. Okay, I think I should just go attack,
More supply depots.
actually. Because I have so many tanks. And if he's going...
Supply. Could use some more depots.
I saw my life flash before my eyes there. Holy fuck, that was terrifying. But I think I can kill this. I don't have combat shield, which makes this kind of scary, but I think I can kill this.
Go, go, go!
Could use some more supply
Okay, yeah, let's
depots.
continue forward.
Armed and ready. By the
SCV's under attack.
He's gonna slow me down a lot by doing that, but I should just continue forward regardless.
Our SCVs are hurting.
bad. Armed and ready. Could use some help here.
And that makes one less.
Oh fuck, kick on the zealots. Ah, I should have not have banked on him having only Stalker Colossus. Ah, he's just healing through this. Oh fuck. And there's still zealots here. Okay, I think that's... yeah, that's death. I am dead.
somebody. Get me out of this battle.
I am deader than dead. Super sloppy by me in several ways, and now I am fucked.
Who wants some?
His economy is still going strong.
Ready for pickup? Acknowledged. Confirmed.
Just want to kill the disruptor for a moral victory. Got it. Doesn't matter though. Well, that's a shame. Like, he wasn't that far ahead. But if you look at the workers... yeah, like he had very little in terms of army, actually. But I still think I was pretty screwed. Like, before that last fight, though, I was actually... I think I was in a good spot. Let's back up a little bit further. Like here, okay. I wasn't in as good of a spot as I thought. If I committed to fighting this army right away, I probably could have killed this, honestly, because I had so many tanks and colossi. But here's where it all went wrong. Like, I should have turned back around and fought these things, because they killed... Let's see how many workers they killed. I think they killed, like, all my workers. Well, not all, but... oh, this is painful to look at. Look how long this guy is allowed to stay here and fight. 18 workers killed. And at this point, it doesn't matter if I survive this attack or not. His army is massively ahead of mine. I'm going to go back a little bit again, and I'm going to check the... the main battle, sorry. Kind of funny that I still remember the hotkeys for the replay controls. Here, if we look at the army value, I'm actually ahead, right? And this is when he's warping in. He should be warping in a bunch of zealots here now. Yeah. And I get mega surrounded. Tanks are terrible against zealots. Genuinely terrible. Oh, this is painful. This hurts. It hurts. Gotta climb up. I guess at least. Sorry, I completely lost track of what I was saying. You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a little bit of a break. I need to stretch my legs a little bit. I feel like my mind is slipping a little bit. I'm playing kind of sloppy and making a bunch of stupid mistakes. So I'm gonna take a little break, stretch a little bit, and I will be back in just a few moments. Let me leave you with a. I can actually leave a replay on. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's leave a replay. I can leave a replay of a game I played yesterday. This game. Yeah. I'm gonna leave that on. Just gonna make sure that everything starts properly. And while that is loading, I can do this. Yeah, and we just do this. BRB! Like that. Okay. And do we put this on? Wait, how do you set it to follow? You're supposed to be able to set it to follow a player. There we go. Okay. Cool. Good. Awesome. I'll be right back.
We're out of supply. Could use some more depots.
SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Command center upgrade completed.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. SCV ready. SCV ready.
SCV's under attack. Command center upgrade completed.
This better be good. This better be good.
Add-on complete.
SCV ready. Want a piece of me, boy? SCV ready.
Yep, our SCVs are hurting.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready. Who wants some? Gangway coming through. SCV ready.
Research complete.
Go, go, go!
Rada supply. Could use some more depots.
Hello again.
Better be good.
Let me just make an appearance. There we go. Hi. So I can take the BRB screen now. I get down, I guess. There we go. Cool. I went and got myself some snacks, stretched my legs a little bit, trying to clear my head for the next game. We can.
Rada supply.
I'm sorry. I'm
Research
snacking on
just
some.
finished up.
It's like a fruit fudge. I'm not sure what to call it. Fruktkola in Swedish. It's like the best candy there is. So good. It's like sweet and a little bit sour and savory.
SCV ready.
It's amazing.
SCV ready.
Let me
Gangway coming through.
speed up this replay a little bit. I'm just adjusting some things here.
We need more supply.
There we go.
SCV
Cool.
ready.
Ready for
Speed up the
dust
replay.
off.
We can finish
Research
watching this game.
complete.
I can't remember if I won this game, but I think I did.
SCV ready.
Yeah, I think I just went up here. No? No, maybe I lost this one. Huh. I actually, for real, don't remember.
SCV ready.
Right, now I remember. Okay, this is cool. He comes in here, and he's sniping down my units one at a time, and now he's trying to go for the bunker, and the SCVs are repairing. So he's trying to go for the SCVs and the units, and he can't quite decide, and then he ends up like losing a whole bunch of stuff. He ends up losing so much.
SCV ready.
And then at the end, I think what I'm left with is like, well, he's still got a better army than me. For now.
Add-on.
Gangway.
Well, not so much anymore. Let's use the unit tab instead. He's got only Stalkers. Stalkers are kind of funny units because they have a lot of utility. They're very useful, but they are also very vulnerable to a lot of things. You can't base your army only on Stalkers like later in the game. The guy I mentioned previously, the guy who loved the game but was kind of toxic, his name is Artosis. He's a very famous Starcraft caster, and he said, both in Starcraft 1 and in Starcraft 2 actually, and he said essentially that gateway units, that is like Stalkers and Zealots and stuff like that, they don't age like wine, they age like milk. Because later in the game they become kind of vulnerable to a lot of stuff. Zealots are really good, even later in the game, and Stalkers do have their place in an army, because they're needed to kill air units, but they're not they're like, you can't base your entire army around them later in the game. So I did a little sneaky trick, and then I went in and killed his base. And now, let's see, his army value is still really high. Worker count is really low. My income is like double of his, which is a really comfortable place to be in. So I think what happened here, if I remember correctly, is he just attacks. Yeah. And he doesn't have any splash damage units, so I just kill him. Here we go. I remembered it correctly after all. Okay, let's play some new games. I consider my mind properly cleared now. Hold up, I can't. My phone is blocking part of the screen. I can't see. That's what I need to click. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try to put it like. There we go. Way out in the edge. So, it might seem like I'm not doing too well, but honestly, I'm doing way better than I thought I would. I thought I would lose like 10 games in a row before I started winning one. This is, in some ways, Starcraft 2 is like riding a bike, you know? When I picked it up and started playing it again yesterday after 9 months, it was like everything just clicked, and it felt super familiar. But at the same time, I also found myself making a lot of really silly mistakes. Like, for example, now, just a simple thing like this. This guy, my SCV here, is a little late to build the first supply depot. Now I'm a little late to build the first gas. Like, just small things like that. And in this game, those things, they pile up. They pile up something fierce. Like, it's insane how much, like, things like that compound over time. And, like, it just lead to you being in such a terrible spot after a while. This is another Protoss. Okay, barcode. Wow. Barcode, for those of you who don't know, is like when you make your name just LLLIIILLL. Or something like that, so people can't see who you are, remember you. You still can see who they are in other ways, but it's sort of high. It gives a sense of anonymity to people.
Go ahead. Big job, huh? SCV ready. Woo-hoo! Over in the rear with the gear.
Oh, he's got a fancy skin.
Scared me.
Okay, fuck. Okay. This is a cannon rush. Okay, so he's gonna try to build cannons and kill all my stuff up here, but he's not gonna be able to see up my ramp and do damage to me unless he's got the worker here. So I need to kill the worker. That's the primary thing. Yeah, just hold position here, and it should be fine. Ah, I can't lose that. Super important not to lose that. Okay, I might need to pull some workers. Repair that, because if he gets in...
Command center upgrade completed.
Oh, this is so important.
What's going
Yes! Yes, 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 yes. That's super important. Okay, I think he has to abandon this now. No? No, he's still going. Okay. Sure thing. He's gonna bring something else to spot for him, I think. Bunkers give units 1 extra range. So when my Marine was in here, he could hit hit his stuff. Previously, he could not do that.
Our SCVs are hurting.
Huh? SCV ready.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna block this just to make sure that he doesn't
SCVs
expand
under
behind this.
attack.
What's up? SCV ready.
Important. He's trying to heal this up, but it doesn't start with enough energy. This is a thing they changed in the balance patch, that the shield batteries start with less energy.
Add-ons all.
Gangway. Coming.
Not enough energy.
Gotcha. SCV ready. Who wants some?
Okay, getting supply blocked here is bad, though.
Huh?
And
Still, like, kind of a spooky situation. You never really know how these games are gonna go, to be honest.
Bad news. Big job, huh? In the rear with the gear.
And of course, here come the fucking Void Race. Look how much he's healing.
Hear me.
not enough rescue.
Oh, this panic mode.
Research just finished up.
This better be good.
Not enough energy.
Also gotta plug the leak in the wall. Well, I am still alive, somehow.
Research complete.
It's okay though, I got another one. This one's better protected. Like, I'm starting to clean out his buildings. Slowly but steadily. More slowly than steadily, but... I need to, like, wear him down. It's like a game of attrition.
In the rear with the gear. Been waiting on you.
Okay, I think I might be screwed here though. I can't kill this many Void Rays.
You gonna give me orders, boy? Go ahead.
I don't have enough Marines.
Been waiting.
Spent too much resources on the tanks, I think. units are glitching over each other. Should have built cyclones earlier. Ah, sad. Felt like I had that for a while. This is a very annoying build. It's been nerfed quite a bit because the shield batteries have less energy when they spawn since the latest patch, and the void rays take longer to build and are more expensive. But it's still really strong. It's still really, really strong. I don't feel like he executed that particularly well. He was a faster player than me, that's for sure. So I shouldn't complain about his skill, but like I don't feel like he did anything particularly out of the ordinary strong. I should have gotten Vikings out sooner, I think, or maybe just more Marines. Like you can see, he's floating a lot of resources. There's a lot of stuff he's not using. He's not playing this particularly optimally. I still struggle with this so much. It is a really strong build. I understand why they've nerfed it. I think I'm gonna move. Sorry, I think I'm gonna move myself back a little bit again. Excuse me, just 1 second. Whoop. Sorry if I'm in the middle of the screen. There's some stuff that appears here sometimes that I don't want. Don't want it to be visible. I'm dropping down in platinum. This is a shameful day. Shameful display. Let's see if I can do better against this Terran, Soyamin. I think I won like, what, 2 games so far today?
Bad news. What's going? Ah! Huh? Go ahead. Be ready. In the rear with the gear.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
What's going? What's go? Go ahead.
Not enough minerals. We need more minerals.
Big job, huh? Huh? Go ahead. Huh? In the rear with
Could
the
use some
gear.
more supply depots.
I'm going. Yes, sir. SCV ready.
Oho, ja.
What's go? Huh? SCV ready.
It's the downside to playing this game when I'm tired is that like
What's going on?
it is kind of draining.
Uh-huh.
I get tired very fast from playing this. Probably not going to play for much longer. I haven't been streaming for that long. I think I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. But I might play a few more games and then call it for today.
SCV ready.
I'll take a second gas right away. I'm tired of always getting gas blocked when I do this
Need
build.
more gas for that. We'll need more gas first. Not enough Vespeed.
Roger. Go ahead.
Oh! Oh! I'm playing this really weird.
We hear
Command
you.
center upgrade completed.
I'm doing this all wrong. Okay, I guess we're doing this then, right? Right, sure, okay. My mistakes shows my build for me.
Bad news.
I was supposed to take an expansion here. But I forgot.
Job, huh?
I forgot.
Huh? What's it worth? Oh, that's all? SCV ready. Here comes the pig on the way.
Okay, please don't tell me I lose the Reaper. Oh, I do! No!
Add-ons all done.
Killed one Marine. Not really worth it.
SCV ready.
Okay, wait, no. I'm being stupid. I can't sustain this many production facilities from one base.
Go ahead.
I can't. I just can't.
Who wants some?
Add-ons all done.
10-4. In the rear. What's going on? SCV ready.
He bounced himself on his own grenade.
You want to meet?
We need more supply.
Armed and ready. SCV ready. Gangway. Coming. Ready to
Okay, I'm gonna go with attack right away. Let's just move over
wait.
right now. If he has even a single tank up, this is not gonna do anything. Might actually want to go for... Hold up, let's go for combat shield instead. Kill the Reaper, good. He's gonna see me move out though, so he
We're out
knows
of
what's up.
supply. Could use some more depots.
Such a
Could
disaster
use some more
build.
supply depots.
Armed and ready. Ready to go.
Such a weird fucking way.
Who wants some? Been waiting.
Okay, no, he doesn't. He didn't have tanks, he just did a couple of mines, okay. Oh, he had lots of mines, holy shit! That's very unusual. You usually don't do that. Yes, let's build my expansion.
Hey, that's not enough minerals.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
man.
wait until I have a scan. I can't do much else.
What's going on? This better be good. Who wants? By the numbers. Been waiting.
Mines are rarely used in TVT. And when I say TVT, what I mean is Terran versus Terran, so it's this matchup.
Research.
That's better, that's better. His tanks are actually positioned wrong. Or, well, wrong. They're positioned in a position where they can't really help out that much. See, now I can actually do damage to him here. This is really good. But I have to do damage. I have to do more damage because
Not enough minerals.
what I'm doing right now is not
Hey,
enough.
That's not enough minerals, man. We need more supply.
Hit me with your best shot.
Could use some more depots.
He is ahead economically, so I have to keep pressuring him like this.
I'm on it. SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
Should probably actually, given that he has air units and I don't,
We
probably
need
would be
more
smart
minerals.
to abandon this position. Yeah, because now he can see me and I can't see him if he just pushes his air units forward a little bit. I don't know if he's realized that. Look how long this is taking me to get up to this base.
Command center upgrade completed.
Does he have a third base?
Aye, aye, sir.
No. It's not that crazy.
Ready to plunder. Go, go, go.
So I am preventing him from mining his gas, but like he's still getting more resources than me, so this is still like still a win for him.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
I basically started trying to build a very, very large army
Not enough energy.
with okay, no. Let's just abandon this position now.
SCV ready.
Go back home. Try the macro.
In the rear. What's going on?
Or maybe just try to shark around and see if we can find a different
Just
position.
depleted a
That's
mineral
probably
cluster.
better.
Ready to plunder. Go ahead.
Hey, that's mineral cluster depleted.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
Boom, boom.
Well, buttermilk biscuit.
It's slowly growing. My base and everything, but... Oops. It's also like... That's a pretty good trade. But his army is bigger than mine, so I should probably just leave. He wants to fight, though. Okay. Can do that. Okay, never mind. We can't do that. Bad. I have 3 Marines and 1 Viking.
Bad news.
Okay, if we're very lucky, he will just suicide up the ramp and lose everything. You know? Maybe. Probably too much to hope for.
Go ahead.
If we're very
We
lucky.
need more minerals.
Huh? Jordan.
Not enough.
SCV ready. Give us your best shot. Oh, it's on.
That makes one less mineral cluster.
Like, he's gonna see this and he's just gonna charge up here. There's no reason for him not to.
Give me orders. You want a piece of me, boy? Big job.
It's kind of awkward because he... It's kind of one of those positions where, like, if he
Ready?
We need more minerals.
stays at home, he wins because he gets better economy than me.
By the
And if he doesn't stay at home, he wins anyway because he has a bigger army than me, so... I have no... like, look at this. Look at the amount of Vikings he has. I am thinning them out a little bit, which is good.
Out of energy.
SCV ready.
All right.
Yep. Lots of really weird plays for me. This entire attack that I did just came about because I built my buildings in the beginning in the wrong order. And it sort of committed me to a build that I didn't want to do. Okay, I'm gonna play, let's say, a couple more games. And then I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. You can tell it's kind of time to call it when I start playing like this. Like, making mistakes in this game is inevitable, but there's like a certain type of mistake that you start making when you get very tired. Start playing really weirdly. I'm glad that I can actually look at my chat now and still tracking my eyes properly. Mokaniko. See you later, chef. Hey, thank you. Free win. Good confidence boost, I suppose. Padding the stats a little bit. A win is a win. Was it a Terran? Okay, no, it was Protoss. It's usually Terrans that dodge games against other Terrans because they don't like playing Terran versus Terran. Okay, more Protoss.
What's bad news? Big. What's good? Bad news? It's your time. Ready. Yes, sir.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
You're the boss.
You can probably see that I'm getting a little sleepy.
In the rear. Go ahead.
It's because I was up too
Not
late
enough
last night
minerals.
watching Artosis.
We need more minerals.
Huh? What's going on? Huh? Bad news?
One thing that I don't think I could ever do, something that some streamers do, including Artosis that I was watching yesterday, is that they
Hey,
have
that's
this
not enough minerals, man.
text-to-speech donation thing. And some do, and it's like, it can lead to some really funny moments, but I think I would go crazy. Like, I would go insane if I had that. I think it's difficult enough to focus on my commentary with, like, the game in the background. Imagine if I had to listen to people, like, talk in my ear, an extra layer, you know?
What's going on? Woohoo!
Be crazy.
Overtime. SCV ready.
So what you doing? Do you have a second gas? You don't, which means you're gonna expand, which means I'm gonna block you. Sorry, I don't make the rules. It's just how it is.
Ready.
SCV's under attack.
Uh-huh. SCV ready. In the rear with the gear. Yeah.
I do, however, not want to let this... Oh, damn. Weird pathing there. I do want to... I don't want to let the building finish, because if the building finishes constructing, you can't actually cancel it to get some of the resources back. No! Fuck, I'm doing it again.
Not
God damn it.
enough minerals. Hey, that's
Doing the
not
same
enough
thing again. I
minerals, man.
thought I already had my base started.
What's it worth?
God damn it, okay.
A lot of pain. In the rear with
That's what happens when some of my resources tied up in here. Throws off my build.
We need more minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. Kill. I'm listening. All right, let's get
Holy fuck, okay.
done.
Time to leave. I'm gonna need a bunker.
Bad news?
Otherwise I'm not gonna survive his
Add-ons all done.
counter. I'm not even sure if you can call it a push, but like his pushing across the map.
Jordan, huh? Yeah, go ahead. Coming through. Right. You gonna
Well, he's actually not coming across the map, okay. Something Protosses usually do
by the numbers, boy.
when you block their base. But it could also be that he's just taking his base in a different spot. It's also a viable option.
Big job, huh? SCV ready.
Need more gas for that.
Yep, that's where it is. Okay, good. I'm gonna strike that with tanks as soon as I can.
We'll need more gas first.
I think I might have made a mistake building the starport now because I'm not going to be able to afford constant tank production, I think. But I'm going to prioritize tanks.
SCV ready. Armed and ready. SCV ready. Fear the Reaper, man. You SCV.
Add-ons all done.
Give us your best shot. SCV ready. Bad news.
Hey,
In the rear
that's
with
not
the
enough
gear.
minerals, man. We need more minerals.
It's good for me. Just donating a couple stalkers. Thank you.
Your time, boy.
We need more supply.
SCV ready.
Not enough
You
minerals.
hear me?
Supply block isn't great though, admittedly.
SCV ready.
Not enough.
You seen this,
vestries.
guys? Sneaky Steve over here.
SCV ready. You gonna give me orders? Got no patience for sitting around.
Need more gas for that.
He's got an immortal out. Okay. So he probably should not even go for the tank push then. He's got an immortal out.
This better be good.
Like, it might end up being kind of mistimed. I just don't think I have enough stuff to buffer in front of it. Switch over to building more bio.
Yes, sir.
Let's get a third base. And upgrades.
Ready.
And defend instead. And then as soon as I have medevacs out, which is now, I'm going to go drop him.
Will do, Commander.
That sounds better.
Ready for pick.
Been waiting on you.
Picking up or dropping off.
Been, you gonna give me orders?
Need something blown up? Go ahead.
Rada supply. Could use some more depots. You can't build there. We need more minerals. Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
What's going on?
Research complete. Could use some more supply depots. We need more supply. Not enough minerals. Hey, that's not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
We need more minerals. Not enough minerals.
Ready for dust.
Okay.
SCV ready. Of course.
Can I kill this? That would be massive. Can't.
Talk to me.
Shame.
Armed and ready.
We need more minerals. Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
My economy is so
Where's
bad.
the emergency? Light.
Not sure what happened.
Not enough minerals.
SCV ready. You gonna give me orders?
Now what?
Ready. That's fine. SCV ready.
Hey, that's not
Ready for
There's
dust.
so many
off.
things I want to do at once here. It's
We
just
need more
not good.
minerals.
Let me see if I can go back in here. He probably should be protecting this now, but if he's... Oh, yeah.
Command center upgrade completed.
Yes.
Understood.
Gangway. SCV ready.
Might find something else to kill.
Research just finished up.
This better be good.
Talk to me.
Awesome.
Picking up or dropping off.
Armed and ready.
Well, that upgrade's finished.
That's fine.
Light flights here.
Ooh, boost is off. Cooldown! It's on cooldown. Okay, it's fine. I'm good.
Under.
Out of energy.
Talk to me. Picking up or dropping off. Ready for pickup?
Let's just keep dropping like this.
SCV ready.
If he...
Get heavy.
Oh, hello.
Now what? Let's go.
Okay, you're too far away.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Oh, wow. And I just die. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Stupid of me to think I had a chance. He's got like a million times more stuff than me. He's got more stuff at home and more stuff to attack with at the same time. I think I just... My economy was just too bad this game.
Armed and ready.
Yeah. GG. These games always feel so bad. It's just like, I feel hopeful and I think, oh, I probably have a chance in this game. And it's like, nope. You never did. Destined to lose. Like, I don't feel like his economy was great. I think his upgrades were great either. No. 1-1 versus 1-0, I guess, when his attack hit. Wasn't even a particularly strong army. I think he just waddled it over and won. If I had everything over here, could I have won this fight? Maybe. Maybe, but I don't know. I doubt it. I'm just gonna check something on my phone. I want to see that I'm not on, like... Okay, thank you. I am on Wi-Fi. I thought I was on, like, mobile data for a while there. Okay, I'm playing so bad right now. I need to pull myself together a little bit. This is getting stupid. I really want to end on a win, though. I don't want to end on a massive losing streak. That always feels terrible. Left punch man!
Bad news. What's going?
Good luck.
What's going on? SCV ready.
Thank you.
Huh? Bad news? Yes, sir. Huh? What's... Go ahead.
Not enough minerals. Hey, that's not enough.
At some point I gotta
man.
drop down far enough to start facing really bad opponents. And then I should start winning some more. I hope.
SCV ready.
We need more minerals.
SCV ready. What's going on? SCV ready. Bad news? Go ahead. In the rear.
Okay, it's a late scout.
I'm going. Sure thing.
Roxy. Nice barracks are here.
Biscuit. Yep.
Just usual. It's common. Standard.
SCV ready.
Standard timing, I mean. It's not that the placement is a little unusual,
What's
but...
going on? We hear you. Ah, big job, huh?
Place it here to prevent Reapers from jumping up.
Huh?
That does leave your main entrance vulnerable, but that's usually easier to defend. Other ways.
Command center upgrade completed.
Ah, you scared me. Grim has arrived. What's going
Not
on?
enough minerals. Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
What? You want something? Big
We
job,
need more
huh?
A
minerals.
lot of stuff I'm doing at once here.
Not
Yeah,
enough
whatever.
minerals.
Yes, thank you.
What's it worth? Bad news?
You can come home with mine.
Got something from... In the rear with the gear.
It's a pretty clean start so far. Let's not lose the Reaper to stupid stuff. So we're doing basically the same thing.
Add-ons all done.
Move it. Go ahead. SCV ready. In the rear. Go ahead.
We need more minerals.
From here on out, it should start to differ though.
Hey, that's not enough mineral. Add-on
A pretty
complete.
common opening back in the day used to be that you went... I say back in the day, like it was ages ago. It was 6 months ago. 9 months ago, sorry. 9 months ago, it was a pretty common opener for Terrans to go for early Hellions and Reapers.
Command center upgrade completed. Not enough minerals.
SCV ready.
But he's not. He's going for tanks. Okay. Good.
SCV ready.
Out of energy.
SCV. Where's
damn it.
Ready to go.
Avoidable. Good thing about him placing his buildings here is I can just go here and put up my siege tanks. Bomb his stuff.
This better be good. Will do.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
Ready to plunder. You ready for war? SCV ready. Go, go, go.
Oh no. Mega supply block coming up.
Bad news.
Okay, might not be that bad actually.
Rada supply. Could use some more deep.
SCV ready.
Wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. It's all good.
Ready to plunder. SCV ready.
Give up.
You gonna give me orders? Let's get into the.
I'm gonna try a ballsy move. I'm gonna try to go and take this position,
Add-ons all
like right
done.
now. And it's like right now I have basically no map awareness, so this is dangerous thing to do. So if I mess it up, then he could just come in with an army here right now and just destroy me. Worst case scenario, that's what's gonna happen.
Big job, huh? You want a piece of me, boy?
Could use some more.
Very much banking on a lot of luck here.
All right. This better be good. Made for battle. Ready to plunder.
Okay, so he's got. Let's take this position. Okay, so I actually do have more
Get into the fight.
better air than he does. See, that's really good.
Transformation systems.
Now we can do this. You can see that's where the edge of his range is. So I'm going to park my own tank right there.
Firefly. Yeah, right.
Now I can shoot him. He needs to scan me to shoot me back, which is what he did, but it doesn't matter because I got the first shot off. Now I can just park my tanks here.
Out of energy.
You ready for war?
Now all of this stuff is vulnerable. Okay, wow. Okay, right. Thought he had something like this on the way.
I'm in deep.
Bad news. SCV ready.
Give us your best shot.
SCV ready.
Rada supply. Could use some more depots. Research complete.
Die, die, die. Of course.
Give us your best shot.
I think he got out of that head because he got like
Let's get into the fight. All right. Certainly.
got a lot of work
SCVs under
kills.
attack.
Oh god damn it.
Bad news.
I had just moved away from there and he came back.
We need more supply.
Mega annoying.
Rada supply. Could use some more depots.
Let's get into the fight.
My position is strong though.
Could use some more supply depots.
It's just that I have like no
We need
workers
more
left.
supply.
Let me also check.
Big job, huh?
He has, okay, he has this base as well. But he's just getting it started, getting it set up now, so. Probably go kill that then. Let's meet up here and kill his base.
You want a piece of me?
Uh,
Oh, it's on. Bad news. SCV ready. Armed.
Command center upgrade completed.
Will do. Ah, you scared me. What's going on? formation.
Just checking the control groups properly.
By the numbers, boy.
Gonna scan when I get
Ready
close.
for dust off.
SCV ready.
Yep, nice. Go in.
On it.
We're out of supply. Could use some more depots.
Gonna keep some guys at home as well.
Bats in the rear with the gear.
I've been so sublime blocked this game. Holy crap. Okay, wow. Nice. Left punch man had enough. I don't think he was entirely screwed, but he was in dire straits. Like, he was in a pretty bad spot. Yeah, he had fewer workers. No, I had fewer workers. He had more workers than me. 10 more workers. He had nowhere to mine from. Like, imagine if he had 2 tanks here. Okay, I would have just killed that, but imagine if he had, like, 3 tanks here and some marines. Hard to know where to put them. Okay, I think I'm gonna play one more game. Ooh, I'm getting sleepy. Ideally, I would want to end up back in Diamond, where I feel I belong, but I don't think that's gonna work out. You know, one thing that's really cool, by the way, I'm actually getting quality options now for for Twitch. Spain box. Normally I don't get quality options, it's just like my main streaming quality or nothing, but right now it's actually on,
What's going? Bad news?
giving me a bunch of different options.
In the rear with the gear.
That's cool.
What's bad news?
That's neat.
SCV ready. Go. What's big job?
Not enough minerals.
Bad.
Good luck, have fun. He was another Terran, yeah.
SCV ready.
I'm gonna try to do the same thing I did last game, but I'm gonna do it a little smarter this time.
I'm go.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
Ah. SCV ready. Huh?
Do, 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 do.
What's going on? SCV ready.
I feel like the lo-fi might have been a mistake. I'm getting... I should have had some more hype music.
We hear you.
Getting sleepy. It's nice though, because it's like... it's from Lo-Fi Girl,
The rear with the gear.
which is, you know... It's not royalty free, but it's free to use if you
SCV ready.
give them credit in the stream description. That's cool. And it is really nice music. It's very soothing, but it's that's the problem. It's a little too soothing. I would need something more hype.
We need more minerals. Not
When I'm playing
enough
off stream, I
minerals.
usually play like some video game soundtrack or movie soundtrack or something like that. It's really hype.
What's
We
going on?
need more minerals.
Yeah.
Command center up. Hey, that's not enough minerals, man. Not enough minerals.
Boom. And now I need a depot.
We need more minerals.
Yes, good. And now I need one more SCV. There we go. And then I need one more gas.
What's going on?
Hey, that's not enough minerals,
There we go.
man.
Cool.
Done. I'm listening. Agreed. Yes, indeed. SCV ready.
What you up to now then?
On the way.
Building his base on the high ground. Double marine. Okay. So no Reaper. That's good. It means that I can just stay here and scout as much as I like
Add-ons all done.
without having to worry too much.
SCV ready.
Okay, let's not start that. Let's wait until I have my first tank on the way. Now I'm gonna get a starport
That's not enough minerals, man.
as soon as I have the resources for it.
Not enough minerals.
It's very tempting to see that I have a bunch of extra resources lying around and just slow down a bunch of buildings, but if you do that too early, you won't be having any resources to produce from them later, which sucks. Is he actually not gonna land his command center? Is that...
Not enough energy.
Feels like this is really late. Well, he should be flying it out now. We don't mind? Okay. Oh, he's here. He's turning it into planetary. What the hell? This is crazy.
SCVs are hurting.
That's okay. That's super unusual. Wow. That's very, very, very unusual. It's I haven't seen that in a long time. Basically, that means he's forfeiting a bunch of economic advantages just to get a more defensive position here. But I also kind of think he was banking on me not seeing it.
Rada supply. Could use some more
Like the fact that I've seen it kind of renders this. No. No. I didn't see that though. You know what? I'm gonna go take this position right away. Bring the second tank. Just go. Go here. Siege it up right away.
Could use some more supply.
Yes, sir. Been waiting on SCV ready.
So I can't go near this with the Marines. Because they will just die. This thing has a massive cannon on it. Yeah, like that. Like that. So he's repairing it, but that means he's spending time repairing this instead of mining. So that's good for me. I look away for a little bit, now suddenly I have 1100 minerals
Rada supply.
lying around.
Could use some more depots. Add-on complete.
Big job. Bad news.
Liberation is at hand.
Yes, okay.
Incoming
So, if he wants to spend a bunch of guys on repairing that, I'm just gonna say no. You are not allowed. I don't know where his army is or what he's doing.
Mineral cluster.
I'm assuming he's doing some super sneaky ninja shit. Oh, this is evil. Pew, 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 pew. Ah, battle cruisers, of course. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it there, actually. Okay, so if he's going battle cruiser, I'm gonna have to go like Thor, I think. Counter that. And a bunch of Marines.
We'll need more gas.
And better upgrades for said
Not
Marines.
enough Vespi.
I can put down another base. But I'm gonna have to abandon this position pretty soon because he's gonna show up with like a bunch more. Didn't actually repair that. That's interesting. I can just step forward and just kill this. Losing a bunch of guys, but it's... I think it's fine. I'm gonna kill the base.
Research just finished up.
There we go. Okay, let's go back home and manage my guys. Did I build an armory? I don't think I did. I need the armory for the Thors.
We need more supply.
He could also just teleport his battle cruisers into my
Just
base, so
depleted a mineral
let's
cluster.
just put down some extra turrets. Just to be safe.
Out of energy. Not enough energy.
Ready to blunder.
We need more minerals.
But like in order to afford Thors, I'm going to need way more resources.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man.
Oh, it's up!
SCV ready.
Command center upgrade.
Wait, I do have... Okay, there we go.
Not enough minerals.
Ready to blunder.
My economy should be better than his, I hope.
That makes
But I don't know that for sure.
just depleted a mineral cluster.
He could still be on 3 bases, but he should have lost more SCVs than me. But that's not in and of itself a guarantee that my economy is better. Just because sometimes when I'm attacking, my macro, like my unit construction stuff behind it, is so bad. It's so bad that
Need more
like
gas for that. We'll need more gas first. Not
I
enough
fall
SP.
behind even though I'm doing a lot of damage. Sometimes it kind of is like that. You don't know how worth it is to attack. You know? It's a weird thing to say like that, but it's actually true.
We'll need more gas first.
Yeah, I want
Research
some
complete.
these as well.
Our upgrades complete. Hey,
Ready for dust off.
Okay, this is going to be top priority.
we need more.
Yeah, but sometimes it's like this. You have to think whether or not the attack you're doing is worth it. Not just because you might lose stuff yourself, but because you might lose attention from things that are more important.
Not enough SP. Our SCVs are
Ready for dust
Yeah,
off.
that's annoying. Means I'm probably going to have to bring a Raven with me everywhere I go.
SCV ready.
Ready for dust off.
Well, butter.
New workers. Oh, yeah, my worker count is way lower than it should be. If I were at 65 now, I would be happy.
Hey, that's not enough minerals, man. Not enough
Then I
minerals.
become kind of convinced that I need to do more to hurt him.
Big job.
We need more minerals. Well, that upgrade's finished.
Look at him being all sneaky over here. Silly minds.
And wait.
Silly mind face. Can't run.
Add-ons all done.
Add more bases. Raven? He doesn't have a base here. Where are his bases then?
You gonna get me?
We need more supply.
I am heavy metal.
We can't build there.
Oh, it's on.
Out of energy.
Who wants some?
Oops, sorry. Sorry about that. Little LARP going off on my phone.
Add-on complete.
Let's get into the armed and ready.
Okay, so let's go.
Sure.
Is his base here? I don't even know what he's doing.
Our upgrades
Yeah, it's here.
complete.
Okay. Cool. Run and kill it.
Just depleted the mineral cluster.
Nice. Where are you going, boys? Come back. I have no idea. Like, this is... it's spooky because I don't know where his army is or anything. I don't know where anything is. Like, where's all his stuff?
Our upgrades complete. Mineral cluster depleted.
By the numbers, boys. Hellbat, coming through. I am here. Click me. I am heavy metal. I'm wasting away here.
What is he doing? Where are all his things?
Gonna give me orders?
This is... oh god, this is scary. This is terrifying. Like, sometimes when you see opponents doing stuff like this, it's tempting to just start, like, underestimating them. And think, like, oh, they're like, just... this is just someone who's, like, new to the game or something. But it's... I've done that before, and it's really bad. It can be really bad. Yeah, see? That's what he's doing. I knew there was something.
Out in. Mineral cluster. Our base is under attack.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Our base is under attack.
What's going on? This better be good. Orders.
Our base is under attack.
Somebody, get me out of this.
Just depleted the minerals.
Armed and ready. Been waiting. Ready?
Our base is under attack.
Okay, I'm gonna have to start rebuilding my guys somewhere else.
Could use
Let's kill that, it's important. Hidden bases?
not enough energy.
Hidden stuff? Or no? Because I'm gonna kill a few of these, thin the herd a little bit, but he's still gonna...
You scared me.
Okay, I can't build any more missile
there.
turrets.
Affirmative.
Well, he's not being revealed, which means he has another base somewhere.
Armed and ready.
Oh, it's awkward. I guess I gotta waddle home all the way.
In the rear with the gear.
What's our target?
I'm gonna send a few guys out to scout.
Rod of supply.
See
Our
where he
base
could
is
be.
under attack. Mineral cluster depleted. We need... Our base is under attack.
What's going on? Bad news?
He could just teleport out,
Our
though.
base is under attack.
Okay, there. That's
Our
where he is. I
base
can
is under attack.
get it. So this army is his army. Like, this is the last thing he's got.
We hear you.
Unless he's got another hit base over here. No, this is the mine over here.
Is under attack.
Okay. Let's go kill this. I think I should be able to kill this. It's a little scary because I don't have healing. That's the spooky part.
Got it. Roger that. I'm on it.
Okay, let's go here and camp.
You can't build there.
Okay. Okay, I just need to get up air again.
In the rear with the gear. By the nose.
Okay.
You scared me.
One thing at a time, okay.
Big job.
You can't build there.
Lost it.
Got no.
As long as you're doing this really well. Playing this pretty smart, but I think that's it for him. Could have a secret base somewhere? Yeah, no. Nope, he doesn't. Cool! A weird end to the game. It's like base trade scenarios are always so strange. It got a little scarier and a little closer than it should have been, but it's actually fine in the end. Its last unit was a Widow Mine hidden here. I knew it was there because I sent an SCV to scout, and it died. Ah, okay. Okay. I think it's time for me to say goodnight. I've been streaming for about 3 hours, which is a little longer than I thought I'd be able to. It's, I am honestly, I'm honestly really tired. But I had fun. It's great to be back with this game again. It feels fun to play it again. I fall back into a lot of the same rhythms and a lot of the same strategies and a lot of the same mistakes too, to be honest. But I'm still enjoying it a lot. So I'm just gonna give me a second. Say, there we go. I thought I should bring up my schedule for the week. There we go. I'm in the wrong place now. Give me a second. Move myself out of the way. There we go. You can actually take off the social links by now. You'll be seeing them in the ending screen soon anyway. Okay, so that was Starcraft 2. First stream in I don't know how long. I haven't played the game in 9 months, like I said. And I don't know if I don't think I was streaming when I last played it, so I'm not sure. But fun. Like I said, it was cool to be back to the game. On Wednesday, I'm going to do something more story-driven. I'm going to go into the DLC of Outer Wilds. Played the vanilla game on stream before. Not entirely sure what they're going to do for the DLC. It's kind of interesting to check out. I think it might be really weird. I know it was super weird. The vanilla game was really weird, but it also felt very complete. So I don't know what they're going to do for the DLC. Gonna see about that, I suppose. And then on Friday, continuing the Dishonored 2 challenge run. Getting kind of close to the end, actually. Don't have that many missions left. Hopefully should be able to sort out the technical issues that have been plaguing those streams. I know I've said it several times that I have it sorted out, then it turns out I don't. So I'm hoping that will be better on Friday, but I think it might be. And then on Sunday, keeping that open for maybe doing a stream. Not sure what I'm going to do. Not sure if I'm going to do anything at all. I might do it. I might not do it. Might do an art stream. Might do Age of Empires. Might just sleep. To be perfectly honest. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the stream. Thank you, Evie, for stopping by, for giving me the pep talk and the advice. It's super appreciated. I hope you have a great evening. And I hope everyone else who watched also has a great evening. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And take care and good night.